What is happening, everybody? Art Eddy here for another Geek Show. With me is my homie. What are you wearing, man?
I don't know. My daughter left something on my desk.
Patrick Quinn, everybody. Say hello to the fine fellow people out there.
What's going on, everybody? How are you today, Art?
I'm doing fantastic. I missed you last weekend. I'm glad we're doing the show this week. What's new, man? Actually, sorry.
Well, let me explain what happened last week. I get to the show. I'm sitting here waiting, and you just never show up. And I'm like, what the heck? Only it's the exact opposite of that. I literally just totally forgot that we were doing anything. So, yeah, I apologize, man. Sorry about that.
It's all
yeah. So nothing happened over here. But if you are watching, I'm looking at 0 viewers right here. So I don't know what you're seeing, Art. But let us know where you're watching from or where you're not watching from. Pop them in the comments. Let us know your city, state, region, area, whatever it is. Put it in there. We want to know where all our friends are from. So toss them in the comments. What are we talking about today, Art? Other stuff that people should put in the comments.
Yeah. So today we're talking about pop culture crossovers. It could be like books, movies. Heck, it can even be like musicians coming over and like even like ones that are no longer with us. You know, you bring them back, doing a collabo with like Jay-Z or something. But we want to know, like, if you could kind of cross-pollinate your favorite things with one, form of pop culture with another, what would it be? Like throwing things out there like Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, or a DC and Marvel movie. See how those things would go. It doesn't have to be like comics and comics or video games and video games. It could be anything, like vampires in, I don't know, Sesame Street, whatever you think is pretty cool, even though it's like they got the count already. But things like that, that's what we're looking for. Let us know what you think would be cool as like a crossover. Do you have any in your mind, sir?
All right, first one I'm thinking is I'm like, what if we can somehow cross over some 80s movies? Back to the Future and Ghostbusters. Like a Back to the Ghostbusters movie. I feel like that could be freaking amazing. If you can just go like you get the DeLorean and you're able to go in the past, and then there's like, haunted mansions in New Orleans and things like that in 1870, and Peter Venkman and his whole crew are there.
All right, we're done. Nothing is going to top that. Wow.
Right? I know. I honestly feel like this is a movie that should be made. Because can you imagine Ghostbusters? Like, they're back there with Ecto-1 and their stuff, but they're in like Anne Rice old New Orleans, with like gas lamps, and there's no electricity, and like old school ghost stuff. I think that could be amazing. So I think that would be an excellent crossover.
I'm speechless, man. Like that is legit. Yes! That is legitimately
show, everyone.
Seriously, man. Like, drop your mic. I mean, that, oh man, the possibilities, and just like think about like the characters just interacting with each other. Think about Doc and Venkman going back and forth, and like, you have like Marty McFly picking Egon's brain and all this stuff. Like, dude, like that. Oh, the possibility.
I feel like I've never really felt compelled to write fan fiction before, but now I feel like maybe you and I should team up. I mean, you just wrote your book, Life of Dad book. I mean, I just got mine. I'm so excited about it. So there it is. Get it, everybody. It's on Amazon. It's excellent. Let's make these stories. What the heck? Like, Jersey Shore. Someone said Jersey Shore and Bang Bus.
Bang Bus. Right?
This is a PG-13 show.
Just going back to yours, like I've never, like, when people like have the mind blown emoji or like, GIF or whatever, like,
yeah,
I feel like I can't even think anymore right now. Like, seriously, like you rocked my world all the way from Texas. I think, not that we promote smoking here, but I think I need to have a cigarette or a cigar right now. Like, I'm just
I'm glad that was a hit for that one. I mean, I think it's pretty good. Mexia, Texas. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Right.
Aaron Phillips from Philadelphia.
Right out of the gate, it's like one of those, what was that? I forgot the boxer's name that like recently like had a match and he just knocked the person out like within 15 seconds. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna recover from this. We still got like 20 minutes, man. This is great. Oh, this is great. Yeah, so we have people from Australia. We have someone from San Diego News. That I guess that's awesome.
Yeah,
are they like simulcasting our show to like San
I hope
Diego?
so.
Great.
I mean, I don't want to brag, but I'm huge in San Diego.
We got people checking out from Idaho, Minnesota,
Florida. What was that? Coconut Creek. Coconut Creek sounds like an amazing town.
Oh, look at this. This will be pretty cool. Brian says Supernatural and the Vampire Diaries.
Ooh, that would be awesome.
Good.
Chubbs! What's up, Chubbs? We haven't seen you in a while, man.
Good to see Chubbs over there. North
Caesar,
Carolina,
Arizona.
San Diego. Oh, okay. So kind of like with you, Goonies and Back to the Future, Adam's saying.
I mean, if they're going to travel around, they might as well pick up some of the Goonies. Chunk and Data would also be great on that adventure.
Look at Catherine says the Thing and the Blob, the Thingamabob.
Catherine, I like the cut of your jib.
Tekken and Mortal Kombat. Voltron versus Power Rangers.
Awesome.
That would be cool. Nice. Sweet.
Nice.
That's awesome. Oh my God. I can't.
You know, you got me thinking of something before when you said music. I'm thinking of like, what if like you can go back in the day and you can merge, like get John Williams and Ennio Morricone, who did like music. Okay. He did the music for like The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and all these old westerns. And then John Williams, who did the Star Wars music. What if he was like? What if they worked with like Stanley Kubrick on a movie, but they like combine their musical forces to? I think that would be amazing,
dude. Like you're
like Western.
Oh man, that's fantastic, dude. You are killing it right now. You are bringing so much to the table. It's like Thanksgiving, man. I love this. Josh, check out this one. Weekend at Bernie's and The Walking Dead. So if you watch The Walking Dead, like with Weekend, what? Are you there? Did we lose Patrick?
Bernie would be up and doing his own thing, wouldn't he?
Yeah, right. Like he would be alive. You wouldn't need to like have.
Oh man, you're there, but you're chopping up for me. I don't. Oh no!
Oh no! Like I see you, man.
I'm here.
I feel like you're talking. We got Ferris Bueller and Parker Lewis. Can you hear me? No. Can you? No.
Refreshing.
All right, he's going to refresh. Are you refreshing or am I refreshing? What are we doing here? You want me to refresh? All right, here we go. Are you there? This is not good. We just lost Patrick. I don't know if Patrick can see us or not. Anyways, all right. So, okay, Mark says you can hear us both, so that's good. Boy Meets World and Pete and Pete. Oh, that's a fantastic one. Patrick, I hope you are here, man. I don't know what happened. Are you here? No, maybe not. Oh, this is such a good show too, and I can't believe Patrick. If you can hear me, just refresh. Get out of here and refresh, man. That's what I'm asking you to do. No, he's not getting out. Something's happening. I don't know. Let's see what else we got over here. Friends and That 70s Show plot twist. The coffee shop is now in Denver. Nice. What else we got over here? We got Pete. Okay, The Simpsons, The Ghostbusters, gotta capture Maud Flanders. Oh, nice. Matthew, the topic is just mixing pop culture, whatever the case may be. Pop culture here. There you are. Are you there?
I don't know if I can be heard. I can see you now.
I can hear you. I gotta text you. I can hear you.
All right, we're good.
Okay,
I pop in and I see The Simpsons, Ghostbusters. Gotta capture Maud Flanders, and I can just die now because that was amazing.
Dude, look at this. People are killing it right now. Jonathan says Alf in the X-Files. How awesome is that? Hey, let me. Okay.
So good.
Rocky's saying John Wick and the Punisher. Have you seen any of the John Wick movies?
Yeah, I didn't see that. I haven't seen the newest one. I saw the first two though. Amazing.
Okay. And they're coming out with number 4 now too, right? Right?
No, just the number 3 just came out.
No, but it
was coming out.
Number 4, they like anybody who bought tickets, I believe. Like I think our boy Victor Aragon from Fan Dads, he got a text because I think he bought tickets for John Wick 3. Said John Wick 4 is coming in the year.
Oh no way! I did not know that at all. That's amazing.
Like what?
Yeah, I mean they're such fun movies. Those ones.
Oh, for sure, man. Mike Andrew says like what they did in comics, Star Trek meets X-Men. That'd be kind of cool. I like that.
Excellent.
Teen Wolf and Magician. What is Magician?
I don't know.
Like
just any magician?
And just
any Vegas performer?
Oh my gosh, Mark, dude, you're onto something here. Call of Duty G.I. Joe like style. How awesome would that be?
Damn. I mean, then would have to they'd have to stop doing the lasers missing everything. Where it's like do, and nobody ever getting hit. There's no damage ever. It's just an ongoing battle. Ah, damn you, Snake Eyes.
Right? Like we always make fun of stormtroopers behind us that can't shoot anything, but like the military, like the G.I. Joe. Like,
nobody on either side could hit anything on G.I. Joe. They had a ninja who couldn't use his sword on anyone. He could just flip out of the way of things really well, but which was just totally unnecessary because nobody was getting hit anyway. He could have just saved all the time on the training. He could have eaten donuts and rolled in like a big fat Jabba the Hutt, and nobody would hit him. So Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes both just wasted their money on all of those Saturday mornings at the karate studio.
Oh, dude. Let me just tell you, not that we're keeping score, but this is probably hands down your MVP performance show of all time. Besides the technical glitches we're getting from Be Live, other than that, man, like, and that's not even your fault. Like, this is seriously hands down. You are seriously killing it. I love it. This is
thank you, sir. Thank you.
Supernatural and Lucifer. I've never really watched Supernatural per se, but I when Lucifer was on Fox and now I think it's somewhere else. I think you gotta like stream it. But like Lucifer is
it's really like Netflix or something. Yeah.
Do you like that show? Have you seen it?
That's what I saw. One of our buddies, I think I forget who it was. It might have been Victor or I forget. One of our mutual friends recently wrote something on Facebook about Lucifer. And I was like, oh man, maybe it was Mitch Chayton or something like that.
Yeah, it was Mitch. I think
I heard that. That was really good also. What's that?
Yeah, you're right. It was Mitch. Mitch was the one that did that.
Yeah, so I want to check that one out. But I just started watching Chernobyl last night, and I only got halfway through the first episode, and I'm like, holy cow, this is crazy.
How is that?
Yeah. It's I like I said, only halfway through the first episode, and all day at work today, I'm like, I want to go home and watch Chernobyl. I just want to go home and watch Chernobyl. It's really good, but it's, I'm sure it's not going to be the happiest ending for most of the characters we've met so far.
Yeah. Yeah. Michael Jackson and Prince, dude, the albums that they could make, dude, it'd be.
And it's sad because it's not like they were performing in two different, lifetimes. They could have. Some kind of collaborations could and maybe should happen now that you're going to look back on, 15 or 20 years from now, or, 30 years and be like, oh man, I wish Adele and Sia had gotten together and just knocked out like 3 albums and, seeing what kind of awesome stuff they could have done together. Things like that. So
yeah, for sure.
Or TV on the radio and Arcade Fire for me.
There you go. Nice. Jamie's from Canada says, I think Married with Children and Malcolm, like Malcolm in the Middle. That'd be kind of funny. Nice. Street Sharks and Ninja Turtles. Oh, dude. Fast Times at Ridgemont High and Wet Hot American Summer. That's pretty good.
Fast Times. I freaking love Fast Times at Ridgemont High, man. I used to watch it on VHS all the time.
Nice. Transformers and GoBots. I felt like if they did a show like this it would be like the Harlem Globetrotters versus like the Washington Generals. Like if the Transformers went against the GoBots, it would be like just you would always like they would be like, oh, should we even pick a fight with these guys? Like they're the GoBots. Like they're trying. Should we fight with them? Like
yeah. In that Batman, I forget which Batman it was, but there was a bunch of like vigilante Batmans out there, and Batman goes in and like saves them, and it's just like basically like stop pretending to be Batman.
Would you do it? I'm not wearing hockey mask.
That's right.
I'm not wearing hockey mask. Swear to me.
Friday Night Lights. Another show that I never watched, but I've heard is really good. Friday Night Lights. Did you watch that, Art?
I've watched like a couple of episodes, not like, but I gotta devote more time for that. I say, but you give me so many things I need to like check out that like I'm not gonna be watching that. I'll be honest.
By the way, your reading list is due by the end of the summer, so you better get on. Like, I think I gave you about 67 books to read, so you better really start cracking down.
Yes, you did. We got Astro Boy versus Mega Man. Nice. Oh my God. Check out Cheers and Seinfeld. That'd be freaking amazing right there too.
Nice.
Fast Times and American Pie. What else we got over here? All right. So Glenn goes, all right. So I'm not really sure what the topic is here, but I'm guessing we throw out random stuff and see how it flies. Jay and Silent Bob and Friends.
It would be amazing outside. What's the coffee shop called?
Central Perk.
Central Perk. They would just be standing outside there, making fun of like Jay would just be destroying everybody walking in. Like imagine the kind of stuff he would say to Monica.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you skinny, you know.
Oh, so
yo,
true.
What up, girl?
It couldn't be on like NBC. It'd have to be on like Netflix, right?
Absolutely. Maybe FX too.
Nice. And like if they said like, oh, Friends, like Jennifer Aniston, like, hey, Friends is coming back for like 10 episode on Netflix. And everyone's like, oh, great. And we have a special surprise. And all of a sudden, here you go. It's Jay and Silent Bob.
You know what this just reminded me of is throwing in like somebody it's like a spoof of this thing, but imagine you mash them together. Is you take James Bond and Archer, and you mash their two worlds together, and you had Archer on a mission with the actual James Bond. And like, would he look up to him? Like he looks up to I can't think of the guy, Smokey the Bandit with the big mustache.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
That guy.
But anyway, dude, like
straight.
Right now, you're going for your victory lap after receiving the MVP trophy for this week. Like this is what you're doing. Like you're seriously,
killing.
Yeah. Beavis and Butthead.
Thanks, man.
No problem, man. Beavis and Butthead and Idiocracy and View Askew Universe. Nice. That'd be pretty cool. Beavis and Butthead and the Family Guy. That'd be funny.
Nice.
Baby Shark and Jaws. Yeah, you know how you said about the John Williams thing about the mashing up the music? Could you imagine like Jaws, like the movie, but like with Baby Shark?
Dun, 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 Baby Shark, Baby Shark. Isn't that the way the song actually starts?
It does, yes. But like, how I think it'd be even more creepy playing that song while Jaws is just destroying like a whole beach, right? Like, oh, that's fantastic. Everybody,
Shark.
Oh, thank you to everybody. These comments are fantastic. Love the I'm glad you guys love the topic. Patrick, I obviously loved it because he destroyed this whole show with his brilliance.
Come on now.
We'll see you guys next week. We got Father's Day coming up. We might do some fun giveaways. So stay tuned for tomorrow, for next week on Wednesday, because I might be getting some goodies to give out to everybody who are dads and deserve some presents for being a good dad, just like Patrick over there. So, as always, thanks so much for checking out the show. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but we'll see you better next week. See you guys. Peace.